Hey guys, how are you doing? Happy holidays. I cannot believe we have come to the end of 2020. Boy, 2020 has been... I don't even know what to make of 2020, but we're gonna try our best to just have a little fun today. These are my favorites for the entire year, the products I loved the most. So grab a drink, grab a snack. This will probably be the longest video of the year, but I hope you will enjoy it. And of course, if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Join the Smarter Beauty fam here. I upload every week, Tuesdays and Fridays, and I talk about cruelty-free beauty here on my channel. So if that's something you want to see more of, definitely subscribe. Now I'm going to briefly go through everything because there's a lot here. I mean, do you see this basket? Oh my gosh. So a lot of these products I've reviewed, swatched, done in-depth videos on, so definitely check out other videos on my channel if you want to know more about them. And let's just dive right in because I don't want to talk too much on each thing, but I'm just going to briefly talk about each thing. I don't know, you guys. I'm just going for it. Okay, we're just gonna go for it. All right, so for base products, I'm gonna start with face products and then eyes, lips. We'll go in that order. Favorite primer of the year, once again, goes to the Too Faced Hangover Replenishing Face Primer. I'm almost out. I do have a backup because I fell in love with this. I think this was in my favorites of 2019, but it's still one of my favorites. I love the packaging. It has a nice pump on it, and it does smell like coconuts, which I love, anything scented coconut. But what I love about this primer is that it's great for really dry skin, sensitive dry skin. It's silicone free, so it doesn't clog my pores or make me to like break out really bad like other primers have in the past. It's an amazing product. I don't mind splurging on something if it really does work. This is amazing. Thumbs up. So there is something new this year, however, from the drugstore that actually stole the show and really surprised me. It's the e.l.f. Cosmetics Jelly Pop Primer. And what I love about this is that this is a dupe for the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. If you guys missed my dupes video, check it out. I only did one this year, but check out my dupes video. It's a really good one. I feel like the best results I have with this product is to put it on a nice even layer and let it sit on my skin for a good 3 to 5 minutes. Then go in with my makeup over top. It does give your skin this incredible dewy glow, but wow, it smells like watermelon Jolly Ranchers, okay? It's really fantastic, 10 bucks. And I would say out of all the drugstore primers I tried this year, which wasn't too many, this really was hands down, c'est magnifique. I'm going to also mention really quickly setting sprays. Once again, the Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 spray. This is the best setting spray I've ever tried. I've tried samples of high-end. I've tried drugstore setting sprays. So many different ones. And this is by far the best. It's a makeup refresher. It makes my skin look fresh, but not too like dewy to the point where I look greasy or anything like that. What I love about this is that you can actually use this as a primer spray, a touch-up spray, and a long-lasting like just lock your face in type of setting spray. It's just amazing. I need to buy a new one. It's almost empty, so this is amazing again. Holy grail for me. Enough said. So randomly, I put this in my Ulta cart. I was like shopping on my phone and I was like, oh, I'm gonna give this a try. A lot of people talk about it and rave about it. So it's the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Setting Mist. And as you can tell, it's been well loved. I've used this in quite a few tutorials. I love the spray nozzle on here. It gives a nice even mist and it smells like the beach. It smells like coconuts. The closest thing to where I like this, but I still like this more, but it's a good alternative if you want something kind of similar. From the drugstore, it's not bad. I guess ColourPop is drugstore. I don't know. But it is more affordable at least. So I wanted to give this a mention since it is something I really do enjoy and love this year. So I talked about face primers. I want to talk about eye primers because I used some really great new stuff. Although one of these isn't new. So what came out this year, which blew up the internet, was the e.l.f. Cosmetics Putty Primer. And then they came out with the Putty Eye Primer and I fell in love. I purchased these immediately. So I have the shade Cream. And then this is in the shade White. They come in these cute little tubs. You see me use them quite a few times. It dries down and it locks, you guys. It locks into place. It really does make my eyeshadows last. It prevents them from creasing as much as possible. And then the white one is really awesome. I use this for when I'm using bright eyeshadows and I really want them to pop on the eyelid. $5, you guys. e.l.f. took over this year. e.l.f. took over my life, and you guys know I love e.l.f. cosmetics so much, so I have a lot of e.l.f. favorites. I'm just giving you a heads up. Another primer I wanted to quickly mention is the NYX Glitter Primer. This is amazing. I really started using this, I would say halfway throughout the year. This is awesome. I actually am wearing it today, so whenever I'm wearing like a really glittery foiled shimmer shadow, all I do is apply a little bit to my hand, take a flat synthetic brush and apply it wherever I want that shimmer or glitter to go. It really is kind of like sticky and it grabs onto any glitter you have and holds it into place. I had to mention it. If you're looking for a good like sticky glitter primer from the drugstore, NYX just does such a good job with this. It's so good. All right, let's move on to foundation. I think this was my favorite last year as well. I'm wearing it today. It's the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation. You guys, nothing else compares to this. I love it so much. I'm in the shade Porcelain. I don't know what else to say. It's my favorite foundation. I love it. It's amazing. So I almost forgot to mention another foundation that I tried this year. It's so bizarre to me because I usually like stay away from powder foundations completely, but the Too Faced Born This Way powder foundation, I do have 3 shades that they did send to me, but I think the shade I use the most is Snow. I can kind of get away with almost all 3 of them, but it looks like this comes in just like a regular compact. So definitely in the summer months when it's so hot, I don't like wearing a ton of cream foundation, like liquid foundation. This is perfect for the summer months when it's hot and humid and sticky. The formula is so smooth and buttery. It almost doesn't even feel like a powder. Like it's pigmented. It's just really, really good. I was really, really impressed with this product, and I would say out of all the powder foundations I've tried so far over the years, which isn't a lot, is the best formula. My only complaint is that there's bismuth oxychloride, and you guys know my skin gets really itchy, so I can't wear this like every single day. But yeah, this foundation, powder foundation, phenomenal. If you're afraid of powder foundations, give this one a try. So this was the year for drugstore concealers for me. I really just went crazy and purchased all of them. I did a full video if you guys want to check it out. All of the drugstore concealers that I have put to the test, like sort of me ranking them and telling you the best and the worst. But these 2 concealers, hands down, my favorite concealers now. Like they're so, so good. So we have the Milani Conceal and Perfect Longwear Concealer. I finally got to try this year and it's amazing. It's creamy, it's long wearing. It's what I'm wearing today underneath my eyes. I'm in the shade Ivory Rose. It matches me perfectly. I even love this as just like an all over, like dotted all over, not even using foundation. Just this. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so good. I would have to say this is my favorite drugstore concealer. e.l.f. decided to come out with a camel concealer. Now, I didn't like it because it was just too drying, too thick. My dry skin could not handle it, but they came out with the hydrating camo concealer, and this is beautiful. I absolutely love it. I have the shade Fair Rose, which is way too light for me, believe it or not, but this is amazing. It's, again, creamy, hydrating, very similar to the Milani one, but this one I feel like is even more creamy. It's even more hydrating to the skin, and it's just really good. So if you're looking for a good drugstore concealer, these 2 are at the top of my list. This year was definitely the year for the tinted brow gels, the fiberized brow products that you just sort of run it through. It adds volume. It really fills in your brows with just one product, and e.l.f. nailed it. So this is so cheap. It's like $4 and it's amazing. It's the e.l.f. Cosmetics Wow Brow Gel. And I'm in the shade Deep Brown. This little tiny brush, it really does fill in your brows. It tints them. It adds the perfect amount of color and volume. And on my no makeup days, or if I just want to have something through my brows and I need to run out the door, I'll just put this through, maybe do like 2 coats, and it looks like I spent a lot of time doing my brows, when in fact I didn't. So this product is amazing. I've gone through, I think, 2 already this year. It's so good. So this year, I really branched out and tried cream products for the first time in a very long time. If you've been watching my channel for a long time, you know I just like powder products. I like powder blush, powder highlight, you know. I just love the powder things. They're familiar, they're easy to use, I know how to work them. I tell you what, this brush really changed the makeup game for me. So this is the e.l.f. Cosmetics Airbrush Stippling Brush. I think they're discontinuing this. I already purchased a backup because I'm terrified that they're gonna discontinue it. Mine is dirty because I did use it today, but oh my goodness, you guys. The bristles they're just super soft. They're not too dense. There's just some sort of magic. I did a full video on it. Check it out. I love this brush so much that I did a complete demo and just sort of bragging about how amazing this brush is. So check that video out. But I just love it. I just gently tap and stipple the product onto my face. I use it for bronzer, contour, blush. This brush is amazing with cream products. If you're afraid of cream products, get this brush. I think it's $10. I think if it wasn't for this brush, I would have never gotten into cream makeup this year as much as I did. It really saved the day. It was a game changer. I love it. It's awesome. I had to mention it. You guys know I had to mention this brush. So speaking of cream products, again, I really fell in love with cream products this year. And the first thing that I tried was Milk Makeup. And Milk Makeup sort of got me, you know, dipping my toes into the water of the cream makeup products. So the first thing I tried was the Milk Makeup Bronzing Stick, and it's in the shade Baked. This little guy here has been my favorite bronzer. It is definitely very like kind of warm, but a little bit goes a long way. You don't need that much at all. And I usually will just take my brush and take a little bit at a time and build it up slowly. I am wearing this bronzer today, just very lightly, not too much. It warms up the skin, it blends out like a dream, and it's so long wearing. Amazing cream bronzer. I definitely want to try more cream bronzers this year in 2021, for sure. Another cream product that I really loved, I tried so many things from the AOA studio this year, and you guys know how much I love Shop Miss A. The products are $1, and I really love these Sculpt FX contour sticks. And I have 2 shades here, but I pretty much just use the lightest shade, which is in the shade Nude. And I'm wearing a little bit of that today. I did do a little bit of sculpting. It's the perfect cool toned color. So here it is, just a twist up stick, really creamy, pigmented, glides on the skin, blends in like butter. It's amazing. I had to give these a quick mention. $1. They're awesome. They come in multiple different shades, $1 each. Awesome. So moving on to cream blush, and I have to say, you guys, I get the hype now with cream blush, and definitely I have more dry skin, and I didn't realize how beautiful cream blush can truly look. So again, another favorite of mine was the Milk Makeup. It's called their Lip and Cheek blush in the shade Work. Again, this is one of the minis, but wow, I can't tell you how many times I reached for this. It's one of my favorite blush colors. Again, it looks like I've barely used this, but I swear to you, I've used it. I mean, these are just stunning. I would love to get more shades. The formula is fantastic. Again, long wearing. I really fell in love with Milk Makeup this year. I really love their products. Love this blush. Amazing. So these are the e.l.f. Monochromatic Multi-Stick Blushes. They're pretty much just blush sticks. They look like this. They're really cute. They're actually pretty similar in size to the ones from Milk Makeup. Now these ones are more luminous, so there is some like glitter or shimmer in them. My favorite shades, the one I'm wearing today actually is Sparkling Rose. That's the one I'm wearing today. And I've swatched these a million times. But they're just so creamy and nice. I'll do a quick little swatch here. This one's my favorite. It's just an everyday, easy, rosy mauve pink. These are creamy, they're long wearing, they blend so nicely. They're just really, really good. Definitely try these out. My other favorite is Dazzling Peony, which is again a lot softer of a pink. Such a pretty pink color. It looks so pretty on the cheeks. And this one, I love a good coral blush. Glimmering Guava is the perfect coral cream blush ever. You cannot convince me otherwise. Oh, it's just so pretty. But yeah, these are creamy. I feel like they are long wearing once I set my face and everything. I will definitely continue using these more in videos. I just love them. They're so amazing. Love the formula. Love the price. All right, and this is the final cream product that I wanted to mention, and it's a cream blush from Lauren Conrad Beauty. If you're familiar with Lauren Conrad, I tried her makeup line. It's more of a clean beauty brand, and I really do love her products. But this is her lip and cheek tint in the shade Peony. It comes in this really nice glass jar. And this product, you guys, is so luxurious. It's very balmy, very dewy, and it's such a beautiful color. You can put this on your lips and your cheeks, and it's just so nice. This is definitely more if you like a softer, more natural blush. You can see here, I'm just gonna do a quick little swatch. It's just super dewy and glossy, so it gives your skin that healthy, youthful, dewy glow. I love this in the summertime and spring, but it's so beautiful. Love this. Can't tell you how many times I reach for this just to pop it on my lip and cheeks, do like a monochromatic look. Still obsessed with the whole monochromatic thing. But yeah, love this. Still obsessed. I had to mention it. Whew. All right, you guys, we're almost through. We're getting close. So moving on to powder products. Yes, I'm also going to mention powder face products as well. But this Milani bronzer, I finally just bit the bullet, tried it out because so many people started raving about it. It's the Silky Matte Bronzer, and I have the shade 02 Sun-Kissed. It warms up the skin, but it does lean more kind of neutral cool. It's the perfect color for my skin tone, and the formula is super soft, super buttery and silky, like the name suggests. This is such a good drugstore bronzer, and what I love about it is that there's also not a whole lot of kick up in the pan. You can easily just swirl your brush, tap, and it just blends onto the skin so nicely. It's just such a good product. It feels like a high-end bronzer. It really does. Once again, e.l.f. has just stolen my heart with their primer infused blushes. Yes, I do have quite a few. But this year they came out, I believe it was this year, if I'm not mistaken, the primer infused shimmer blushes. But I would say out of all the blushes, Always Hazy, oh my goodness, you guys, I cannot get over this blush. It's the perfect neutral color. It's not too warm, it's not too cool, but it has just the right oomph. You know what I mean? And these are so pigmented. Again, buttery smooth, long lasting. There's a primer built in. It's so nice. It goes with every single makeup look I do. And these do have a sort of satin look to them. They're not super glittery, but they do have a sheen. So if you don't like that, definitely try out the matte ones. Those don't have any glitter or shimmer at all, but these are stunning. Again, I didn't think I could love e.l.f. even more, but these are amazing. And the other one I have here is Always Breezy. This one's definitely a little bit brighter, definitely more on the warm side. It's like that warm kind of earthy terracotta color. And this one definitely packs a punch. I mean, look at that. It's so pretty, so pretty. I wasn't gonna do swatches today, but there you go. So, Likely Makeup. I had to mention the Fairy Blush Palette. This is an indie brand. She's actually a YouTuber, and she created her own makeup line called Likely Makeup. If you know who that is, you know who that is. But she came out with her own, like, she mainly does, like, she has 2 blush palettes as of right now, and eyelashes, which I do like her lashes as well. But I had to mention this palette because, again, this was one of my favorite blush palettes this year. It's the Fairy Blush Palette, and this has the most beautiful, unique colors I've ever seen in a blush palette. These make amazing eyeshadows. They're kind of pastel. I would say that Sunstone, this one here, oh my gosh, I used that one so much this year, and sometimes I'll mix the purple and the pink together to kind of like customize and mix the colors. Oh, they're so pretty. They make amazing eyeshadows. I think I did a look using these on the eyes and the face. Such a good, awesome palette. I had to give it an honorable mention. So highlighter is one of my favorites, and I didn't really try a whole lot of new things this year, but this highlighter right here, I can't tell you. I use this so much. I probably should have put it on today, but I didn't. It's the Melt Cosmetics. It's called their Digital Dust Highlights in the shade Morning Star. Oh my gosh, you guys. I fell in love with Melt this year. This was the year for Melt for me. Like, I discovered Melt and tried their products for the first time and truly, truly fell in love. It has this kind of like white gold color, but it has this pink shift that is so unique, so stunning. It's been well loved. I don't know if you can see, like, the writing is almost gone in the center. I love it. It just gives your skin this amazing glow. It's so finely milled. There's no chunks of glitter. It's just so smooth and glides onto the skin so nicely. I mean, it's the most beautiful formula of highlighter ever. Most used highlight of the year goes to Melt. All right, guys, let's move on to the eyes. I don't have a whole lot for this category just because I tend to use the same things over and over. So the most used, most loved eyeshadow palettes, hands down, again, this was the year for Melt Cosmetics. I mean, I fell in love with these products, use them consistently, and these are the 2 palettes I reach for non-stop. So we have the Rust palette, which I think is #1 on my list. Beautiful palette, stunning colors. I mean, this is just the most grungy fall deliciousness, but I would wear this all year round. Like, it's such a beautiful palette. And I had to quickly mention the 27 palette because, again, I've reached for this so much. And I would say the colors I've reached for the most is on this side versus this side. So these colors here, obsessed. Like, One More Thing, Thick, and Whiskey Neat. Oh my god, Whiskey Neat is probably my favorite shade in here. Beautiful warm tones, just such a beautiful, again, beautiful palette. I skipped out on the Beetlejuice collection just because I wanted to buy clothing this year during Black Friday, and I didn't end up getting it. So I know a lot of people are probably going to be mentioning that collection, but for me, these palettes were just a great everyday go-to palettes, hands down. This right here, I would say, was my most used drugstore palette of the year, hands down. It's the New Classics palette from e.l.f. And this, again, I've been more and more lately reaching for, you know, neutrals, like everyday glam type of eyeshadows. And this is just the perfect everyday palette, but you can do really glam looks. There's a great range of warm tones, even some pink tones in here, and some beautiful shimmers. It's just such a good palette. I don't know what else to say. It's really good. And then I had to give these a shout out because these little palettes really surprised me. It's the bite-sized eyeshadows, again, from e.l.f. They just really, I just love their eyeshadow formula. They've been slowly improving it over the years, and it's so awesome to see them come such a long way. So I'm going to quickly mention my favorites. I've got Pumpkin Pie. So smooth. One little touch, you guys. One little swipe. Pigmented, buttery, amazing. Hot Jalapeno, that's another favorite. That's a really good one. And then this one was really pretty and unique. This one is called Acai You. And it just has these really pretty, like, periwinkle blue type colors. So awesome and so like small, convenient, pigmented. You gotta try them out if you haven't. They're awesome. All right, guys, we are almost through. We're gonna mention lip products. I have so many lip favorites. I'm not gonna mention lip balms because I'm currently testing out a bunch of new things. But this year, I would say the most used product this year for me were the Melt Bullet lipsticks. I'm wearing one of them right now in the shade Laced. I cannot tell you how much I love these. I'm so sorry. I know I've mentioned these so much over this year, but they really are hands down my favorite formula of just a regular bullet matte lipstick. Again, wearing Lace today. It's just the perfect kind of cool toned, taupey, brown, kind of a little tiny bit of mauve purple in there. It's one of my go-tos, one of my favorites. Another one of my most used is probably Old Rose. Old Rose, again, has that kind of mauvey, pinky undertone. I'll just quickly swatch this one. It's just that everyday wearable color. You know what I mean? Like a great nude. Matches my natural lip color really well. I mean, I don't even know what else to mention. Stepford, another one I wore so much. Again, this is very vampy. I love unique colors. The formula is long lasting. They're not drying at all, but yet it does have that matte finish. Look at that purpley taupe deliciousness right there. Oh, I just love it. Oh my gosh, nude. Oh, I need to buy a backup. I've used this one so much. It's probably one of my most used nude lipsticks. Oh, you guys, I just can't. I can't. They're just my favorite bullet lipstick. My favorite liquid lipstick that I tried this year, also from Melt. I was really impressed with their formula. I only have 2 shades. I have Earthling and Janice. I love the Doe Foot applicator. These are very creamy. They're not drying at all. And I am currently, using, I just recently started using the ones from the Balm Cosmetics, but I don't include things so new. I wanted to really mention things that I've been using consistently throughout the year. So that's Earthling right there. Again, that kind of taupe, gray, gravel, stone. Oh my God. Love it so much. And then Janice is the most beautiful Dead Girl Nude. You guys know I love those type of colors and I will never stop loving them, I don't think. I love it. It's amazing. So favorite liquid lipstick of the year goes to Melt. Now I love a tinted lip gloss, sparkle, bring it on. But for a clear gloss that's moisturizing, so luxurious on the lips and smells delicious and fancy, I gotta give it to Lauren Conrad Beauty. It's called The Lip Gloss. Comes in this traditional like squeezy tube. You guys, I love this so much, and even though it looks like I've barely used anything, it's so nice. Oh my gosh, these also come in like tinted colors, which I would love to get a couple more of these. The formula is like a gel consistency. It's hydrating, moisturizing. It just feels so luxurious on the lips. I always keep it in this little stand behind me so I can grab it whenever I need to. But yeah, this hands down was one of my like go-to favorites. Love it. Number 1 favorite gloss formula of life, still to this day, you guys, goes to e.l.f. Cosmetics and their lip plumping glosses. I love these so much. I have just about every color. As you can tell, they've been well loved. And I can't get enough. I love Peach Bellini is one of my favorites. Another one is Pink Cosmo. I'm like halfway through that bottle. And then they came out with some new colors this year. I have Pink Sugar and Praline. And again, I love these so much. They have like this almost, again, that kind of gel consistency. These smell really good. They smell like cake batter. And this color is kind of like sheer, but it has like pink shimmer and it's so pretty on the lips. It's plumping, but it's not like painful. And then this one in Praline, which Praline is one of that a classic color from e.l.f. But here is Praline right there. Look how pigmented. Such a nice like brown gloss. Look how glossy. And then Pink Sugar, which is kind of mixed in with everything else on my hand. But yeah, these are just so glossy, beautiful. Are you guys? I'm losing my voice. That is everything. Those are all of my favorites for 2020, all of my makeup favorites. I didn't mention like skincare and everything because it's just a little too much. I hope you made it to the end of this video. If you did, I love you so much. Thank you. I'm giving you a virtual hug. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. I want to know what products you loved for 2020. I know 2020 was a really crappy year. It was really rough for a lot of us, and I hope you guys are doing well, staying safe. So this is my last video of 2020, and I am going to take a little bit of a holiday break so I can spend some time with my husband. We are staying home, we're not visiting anyone, we're being safe, and I hope you guys are being safe as well. I really hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas. I hope you have a wonderful new year. So just a big thank you, a virtual hug. Thank you for sticking around so long. I love you guys so much. And hopefully the new year will be much better for all of us. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and I will see you in 2021. Bye guys. Mwah. And of course, Honey wants to come and say hello to you guys. She's gonna be so mad at me, but say bye guys. See you in 2021. Peace out.